Well, we love making impacts here at Channel 7, and one lady who's making an impact with our veterans is Paula here, and we were discussing this 23 years of our Veterans Day parade you've been doing. Wow.
It's exciting, and it really is an honor. You know, our veterans are so important. Only 1% of our nation is serving us today in the military, and then 3% of our nation is veterans. So it's a small but mighty population.
This day is about celebrating our veterans, and let's talk about this day because, again, it's a celebration.
Yes. Yeah, many people kind of confuse Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and Veterans Day is a day of celebration. It started because we wanted to celebrate the ending of World War I, which we thought was the war that would end all world wars. Unfortunately, we know that's not the case, but it's been 101 years since the signing of the armistice took place, which was at November 11th at 11 a.m. And that's why we celebrate Veterans Day on 11/11 at 11. That's exactly why we do it.
Oh, so. This parade is going to be incredible. It is Monday. You're inviting everybody to come out. And we were talking about the numbers that come out in the streets to honor our men and women.
Yes.
About 45,000?
45,000. Wow. We get about 45,000 people on the streets. We have 100 entries, about 99 maybe this year in the parade. And it's marching units, bands, military hardware. The Arizona Military Vehicle and Collectors Club gets out there with their military vehicles. We have the Uncle Sam balloon, and then several of our entries also have helium balloons. Helium has gone up in cost, so there's not as many anymore, but we do have several fun things for the families to enjoy.
All right, and I know one lady who's making an impact with our veterans because she played in the military. She played on MASH that we carry actually on MeTV, which is really cool. That is, I want to say the name, but go ahead and call who she is. I know, I was almost slipping, but we can't call her.
You can't call her that. She doesn't like it. So we have Loretta Swit, and she played Major Margaret Houlihan on MASH. And this was a Korean War setup, and they were in the tents taking care of the troops medically. And she, since that show, has just had a fondness for nurses and a fondness for veterans, and just really wants to help serve the military, the veterans, and the nursing community. And she's coming in on Friday, and then on Sunday she's actually going to be at the University of Phoenix from about 1:30 to 3:30, just there to say hi. We're going to do a meet and greet, and we're going to ask her some questions and just kind of have a reception for her. So the veterans or those who would really ever want to meet Loretta Swit can come to the University of Phoenix and do that.
I love it. And again, this is so important to you, and the reason why is because you are
a veteran.
And that's what we want people to understand, that you started this because you saw the need here in Arizona to honor all the men and women who are here.
You know, it was so funny because I was working at the VA at the time, and the Phoenix VA, and you know, I was begging people to run something on the banner, the newspaper, or you know, on television, and I'd kind of have to come up with creative ways to think of what we could do for Veterans Day, because it's a holiday and everybody's kind of off and talking about picnics and what have you. But when we started the parade, that all changed. It just like, oh, visuals, you know, something exciting. And then the community rallied, and it's just like this big hug for our veterans. It really is. And I can't tell you how many of them tell us it heals them by being in that parade and getting that love from the community. It's a healing event for them.
And before you give us the dates and stuff, I know we're wrapping up here, I want to look at that camera and tell you the best history lesson I had was talking with a veteran. So not just on Monday, please, any day, sit down with a veteran. They have great stories,
they do.
And they love to tell them, and they want to. So what time on Monday do you recommend people to get there early, but what time is the parade?
So the streets around Central, Camelback, and 7th Street close at 10 a.m. So at that point in time, you kind of want to sneak in, get your seat along the street, and then you can watch it, and the parade starts at 11. And it starts with the flyover with the biplanes, the World War II biplanes by Fed Corell and team.
There it is. We'll have all the information for you on aztv.com, and you know, we love making an impact in our community like Paula is doing. And I want you to come back because we want to know what else you're doing for the veterans. Could you do that?
I could.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks.